The Dershow.
See this picture of this young 19-year-old boy. He could be anybody. He could be your son, your nephew, your brother. This young boy was beheaded by Hamas terrorists, and then his head was taken back to Gaza and put on sale for $10,000. His father buried him without his head. His father gave me this picture to carry around. And for any of you out there who don't believe that people were massacred and beheaded and their bodies desecrated, just look at this man's face and remember him. And just picture him and picture his father having to bury his son without a head, and ask yourself, can you support Hamas, an organization that not only did this beheading, but put his head on sale for $10,000? This is Jenny, a young girl, a young woman who came to the festival just to hear some music, and she was murdered by Hamas. Her life ended just because she wanted to seek peace and seek music, and she is anybody's daughter, everybody's daughter, and yet people march on behalf of her killer, and who knows what else may have happened to her. Most of the stories will never be told because we don't know. Hamas did what they did, and then went back, taking with them people who are still in captivity as hostages. The world can never forget what happened on that terrible, terrible day, October 7th, 2023, the worst day in Jewish history since the end of the Holocaust. This man, Guy, survived. He threw his body over another woman and saved her life. He was then wounded and captured and taken to Gaza. Everybody hopes he's still alive, and maybe he'll be exchanged during the process of exchanging hundreds of murderers and terrorists who were convicted, many of them of crimes, guilty people, exchanged for innocent people like Guy. It is so important for the world to keep the focus on Guy. These young Hitler youth that are marching on college campuses today for Hamas couldn't care less about the hostages, about the people who are being held under horrible, horrible circumstances. Some of them killed, some of them raped, but the world doesn't seem to care. They've forgotten so much about the hostages. We can never forget about the hostages. I will never forget about Guy until he's released. I hope someday, soon, I'll be able to hug him and tell him that we saw his poster. And I think everybody should join us in hoping for the safe return of all the hostages.